We actually have some love for red eyes. We've also got more dragons for you and some mermail action as well. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So I love Red Eyes Black Dragon. You guys know that this was one of the first Primite builds that I was personally testing out here. I was trying to find a way to incorporate it with Fiend Smith cards to try to make a really strong end board, but I was going a little bit too extreme with the engines. I guess the best way to play this is just to incorporate in the more minimalistic side of the Red Eyes package. You know, you have the full metal, which will guide you on home for being the big negate, but, you know, you've also got the black metal dragon, which, you know, tosses on into the rest of the deck out here and allows for, you know, basically an optimization effect for you to kind of do your thing. Now, obviously, we are packing some Bestials in here. There's going to be no ifs, ands, or buts about this. You know, you want to make sure that you are having Bestials present with Lubellion. Lubellion's also going to be another jump point for you to be able to go into the big Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon for the big negate. I mean, the whole purpose of this deck is you're just using a very good, consistent engine out here to generate and use advantage, but you're also using Red Eyes Black Dragon as your vanilla monster choice next to actually the Alexandrite Dragon. There's been a decent discussion point for Alexandrite Dragon in some of these other builds because it does help for some potential link climbing, and also it does give you access to Guard Dragon Pisty in here, which is, you know, kind of cool to say the least. I think a few people kind of forgot that Pisty actually gives you an access to revive and set up, which is actually really cool. And of course, you do have another list out here actually abusing Dragon's Bind. You know, Dragon's Bind was such an exciting card. We saw so many people so excited for weeks out here trying to come up with, you know, crazy ways to abuse this. And, you know, we have seen just how good Dragon's Bind actually can be in combination with Bestials out here just to be able to punish your opponent. So the first list looking really good out here. Now we jump back here to maybe not the most exciting pile, but this is kind of where I was wanting to go with this deck. I wanted to incorporate Fiend Smith cards into this deck to be able to kind of do things. Now, obviously, this build's not using any of the Lordly Load stuff, which I think, you know, would be a little bit better of an idea because, you know, the Lordly Load stuff gives you access to a dragon inherently, which is pretty freaking cool. But you're also seeing down here that we are using the Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon as well. I mean, you just want to be able to have this card, man. It is so freaking good when it actually does come up. It is such a control option for your opponent. Now, obviously, you know, standing next to your big dragon, you want the big, awesome Desiree. Desiree is going to be here to be controlling your opponent so that you can actually put pressure on your opponent so that you can actually, you know, you guessed it, have win conditions, be able to play the game. Hey, look, it's Dragon's Bind again. It's almost like having Dragon's Bind be this stupid, ignorant card that, you know, you've already got the Bestials built in here. You may as well be abusing it, right? It's kind of crazy just how much these two decks kind of look a little bit similar in the ideas that they were trying. Now, also, you are going to see that we are playing a deck devastation virus in here as well. Being able to wipe out everything that has 15 or 100 or less attack out here is definitely a very, very strong card. Also, this build is playing 1-for-1. 1-for-1 being able to bring out the Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon or the little Black Metal Dragon is really, really freaking good, man. Like, we've come a decently long way out here for this. So I like this. I think we've got some very, very cool ideas in this. Also, Starly Shade for it. That's really, really awesome. All right, next up here, Mermails. I've been trying to keep up with as many Mermail variants as I can kind of find out here because this deck is very, very interesting conceptually with what it's able to do. It's able to kind of set up and do like the hand ripping stuff as we've seen, but also, you know, the level of interruptions and the boards that you make are almost, you know, very impressive at the end of this. Now, you also do see we are doing the Ice Jade Ran grind in here. I'm not exactly the biggest fan of Ice Jade. I understand why you're choosing to play her because because, you know, she does give you access to making the big Chang Ying down here. We've already seen how stupid Chang Ying can actually be in some of these matchups, but, you know, there's just one more good thing. Also, triple Ghost Reaper. Are we doing this to ping? It has to be to ping the Dweller, right? Because, like, if a Dweller actually resolves against you, you kind of go into this, like, spiraling level of, oops, can't really play the gamery, and that's not really good. I also see that we are doing the Abyss team in here as well. This card has always been a ha-ha funny little card that, you know, you can kind of bring to the table and find some success with. So I actually like this, but in terms of what you're looking at for this deck, you have a lot of very strong options here. You know, the Mermail deck does kind of reward some of the, I'm going to say kind of craziness that it's able to kind of figure out in the meta. And also, you know, it's called what it is. Nept Abyss is an incredibly broken card. You also do see that we did play one of the equipped card in here. So, okay, I see you. The Abyssing Tariana. Okay, well, I mean, looks pretty good. Oh, we have a hero list. 60 cards, by the way. Don't mind if I do, Duelist. I quite appreciate the passion of bringing these 60 card piles into the light and doing the thing, but really only 2 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring in here. But you still chose to play triple Infinite Impermanence. I'm always going to be curious about some of these ratios, because they're always so weird to me. You know, when you're playing 60, you figure you want more optimization, but I guess if this build needed to be able to get in more of the tech slots in order to actually play. Also, 2 Dead End Prison. Okay, we're also doing the 1 Wing Kariba level 6 in here, which I think is fine. You know, this card does do what it needs to do. Of course, 1 Dark Supremacy, 1 Favorite Contact. We're also main decking Simul Archfiends. Simul Archfiends might be the card they cut for the additional Ash Blossom, to be honest with you. It does kind of give you that nice little feel of being able to, you know, kind of punish the opponent. You know, you can see the other Ashes down here in the side deck as it is. So it's not like you've totally forgone it. It's just one of those cases of, oh, you know, maybe if I need to bring this on in, I actually can do so. You know, we're also doing the Infernal Raider, of course, Sinister Necrom, and of course the Toxic Bubble made its way in here. So yeah, the Evil Hero cards slotted into this build very, very nicely. I don't see anything really too bad about this. I'm actually kind of impressed with how much we were doing here. Ah, man, the modern hero build. The fact that you have nobody that really has an idea of what they want to do on ratios, the numbers are usually just all over the place. It genuinely is very concerning to me, just seeing all of these numbers out here with nobody having an idea 60, 45, 50, you know, 52. It truly is all over the place. And then we have Crystron featuring the Adventure. Oh, there it is. Oh, finally. Somebody else is actually on Tidal. I have been shouting this for so long. Guys, you need to test out Tidal. Guys, you need to see what Tidal can do. Tidal is by far one of the best cards that you can have for this deck because it mills. Getting that water monster milled off gives this deck a nice chance to be able to set up safely and be able to do its thing. And, you know, I don't know why it took this long for these builds to start to kind of realize that we need to go towards this side of things. Also, you know, we're still doing the Takamtum board, and this is the only thing that doesn't work underneath the barrier statue of water, which is freaking hilarious. The rest of this deck is all water. I still flash back to that weekend's feature match, but you know, everything down here, you have a couple of weird things that can get stopped. Also, we are doing the Excel Synchron. This is actually a really nice card. OCG has been playing this for a little while for level manipulation. It actually does come up. Who would have guessed that? Outside of that, these have been some extremely interesting lists. I like the idea that we have so many different ideas kind of present in today's meta, because it actually, you know, for as bad as you thought that this format looked, you actually have ideas present here that people are actually being successful with. And that's awesome. So please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.